Once again, downtown Salt Lake City on Temple Square. Today we are talking about the Salt Lake Tabernacle. So construction starts in 1864, and for 40 years after that was considered the largest assembly hall in the United States. It held 7,000 people. Opinions on the building were spread all over. Oscar Wilde thought the building looked dreadful, but Frank Lloyd Wright said it was an architectural masterpiece, one of the most important buildings of the century. Dude, where have you been? We're at the Tabernacle.
I thought that was the Tabernacle.
That's the Conference Center. That was built in 2009. So Conference Center, and then you have the Salt Lake Temple that is currently being renovated. That's going to be closed until 2026. This over here is the Tabernacle.
Well, I'm glad I know where we are now.
There have been 12 U.S. presidents that have spoken here, including John F. Kennedy and FDR, Charles Lindbergh, Susan B. Anthony, even Helen Keller spoke here. So Brigham Young wanted a large tabernacle, something that could stand the test of time. So he reached out to a dude named Henry Grow. He was the same guy that designed the Haunted Old Mill. So Grow designed the roof much like you design a trestle bridge, using scaffolding from the inside. People were afraid that it was going to collapse, but after 150 years, there have been no structural issues whatsoever. In fact, in the 1930s and 1940s, there used to be painted directions to the Salt Lake Airport on the roof. I'll pull up a picture of the roof, but I'm guessing it was like airplanes go that way and angels go that way. Probably. So a lot of people don't realize that to come into the Tabernacle, you don't need a recommend, you don't need an invitation, you don't even have to be a member of the church. It's open every day, Monday through Saturday. In fact, let's go check it out. So to cut down on costs when they were building the Tabernacle, they used all local materials, which is mostly pine, which doesn't have this wood grain that you're seeing throughout the building. So they would go through and hand paint wood grain on all the benches and on the decor. And that's also these marble pillars. And by marble pillars, I mean they're actually made of wood. It's painted on there. In fact, the only thing they had to bring in from out of state was the glass. Also the nails, but they kind of stole those from a bunch of army camps when the US Army went to go fight the Civil War. So of course, the first thing you notice when you come into the Tabernacle is the pipe organ, one of the largest pipe organs in the world, more than 11,000 pipes on that bad boy. Also, one of the cool things is that there's no pillars obstructing your view in the center of the room. So, you know, kind of like the Sphere in Vegas.
No, the Sphere in Vegas.
What?
What about
Just
this?
saying. The Salt Lake Tabernacle is internationally known for having some of the best acoustics in the world. You can hear a pin drop from 250 feet away, or you can hear Sam tear this piece of paper. Okay, now I don't have a script.
Well, you told me to rip some paper.
I'll just make it up. All right, so at first, it was thought that this should be a reserved building. So you would have to have a recommend to come in. But ever since the year, 1900, you've been able to go into the Tabernacle anytime the doors are unlocked. In fact, they have live organ recitals Monday through Saturday at noon. You can go in absolutely free. My thanks to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for letting us come in and play in the Tabernacle today. If you want to know more, I don't know what I'm pointing at. I assume there's a link at some point I can post, maybe? All right. If you like it, subscribe to it and comment below on what you want to see next time on Cool Stuff in Utah. I might read it. See ya.